Hi guys, today we're going to be reviewing the 2026 Escalade IQ. In the front, we will find a lot of LED lights which also could illuminate beautifully at night. Also, because this is an IQ, Escalade IQ, I want to show you the space that we have in the hood or under the hood. But since this is an electric vehicle, this will not have the V8 that usually sits here, so it will have around 12 cubic feet of 12 cubic feet of space. Now also we will find a power outlet, lights on the top and the side of the trunk, and there's also accessories such as trays, so it's easier to reach the back of the hood because it's super far away. So now going around to the side, you will find 24-inch wheels, which are massive up close, but when you compare it to the rest of the vehicle, it is good. It feels fit. Now also we will have a dual-tone finish, white bottom and a black roof. Also we will have running boards and black accents all around the doors and windows. So now going to the back, we will find tall lights, a sort of curved back because of the back, which is sloped, and our Cadillac badge. Also, I want to give a big shout out to King Oroki Cadillac for giving me this vehicle to film. So before going inside, I want to show you the key fob. It is a typical GM key fob. It has a panic button, remote start, lock and unlock, and you can open the frunk and trunk from the key fob. So now, as we go inside, I also want to show you one feature which is only necessary if you're too lazy to open the doors yourself. And going inside, we will find our seats, two memory settings, power adjustment, heated and ventilated seats, and a lot of piano black. So as we go inside, we can close up the door through the touch screen, and showing around the front of the car, we will find that we have this massive 55-inch screen all along this car. This is our gauge cluster, which you can customize with and choose what you want to see. You also have night vision, which can help you see at night, like this. We also have a head-up display and another side to the touch screen. To the screen, we will find our main display. We have different things we can control, including Google Maps. Also, we can look at the ambient lighting, and it has hundreds of customizations, whether you want brightness, customized styles, modes, and so on and so forth. We have a passenger screen which you can watch YouTube on and other things. We also have this small touch screen which you control the AC from. You have a few drop-down menus, including our glove box release, which is small. Also, we have vents up here. We've got other things like camera, which brings me to tell you that we have a 360-degree camera. You can switch the views for rear, combined, and like different views over the sides and other views. We have another menu aside. We can also do arrival and do the auto park assist. We can control the lights through the inside. Here we can control the direction of the winds for each row. And here we can control the seats in this menu, massage, position, and we've got the menu up here. And you can control the memory, lean down the seats. Also, we can control the upper display through the knob down below. So go home. We can select different things. Also, I do want to show the center area. We've got this volume knob which controls a 38 speaker AKG sound system. Behind that we will find a wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders, and behind that we will have a deep center console with an HDMI port and 3 USB-C ports, and it's super deep and even curves around into the bottom. So now also I want to point out that we've got a second wireless charging pad. Also we have like a small tray behind the screen and a big pass-through underneath the center console. We have seat heating and steering wheel heating. Also we have the V mode, which turns on the faster version of it. We have a column mounted shifter, and overall this is a very nice and well-rounded cabin. Also I want to show the panoramic sunroof, which unfortunately doesn't dim, so you do have to install awkwardly a sunshade, which people might not like. Okay, so now going to the back, we will find automatic doors like in the back. And now once I go into the super tall cabin, I will find that I can also close the doors through the touch screen in the center. You will have a door cubby, ambient lighting on the side, window, lock and unlock for the doors, and a lot of space. And I'll tell you that we have specifically 10 inches of space. Oopsie. We have 10 inches of space behind the seat in front. The seats can slide and can also recline. We have massive windows. Now I do want to point out that there are no window sunshades, and since this is a massive window, it will let in a lot of light. Now going to the center display, we'll find that we have 5 zones of climate total, 2 zones in the second row and another zone in the third row. Now what's cool about this is that each individual zone of climate gets each individual fan speed, which I like. We have heated seats, 3-stage heated seats, and we can also direct the vents through the screen. And we have vents, and we also have lights up here, speakers that are connected to the 38 speaker AKG sound system. You can also through the screen control the ambient lighting, which I mentioned before, also hundreds of almost more than 100 settings of. Here is our 2 cup holders. We've got 2 USB-C ports and the power output. Now I do want to point out that this one does not have seatback entertainment screens, but it is an option that you can get with the Escalade. So now going into the 3rd row, you will find that our seats can fold and tilt out of the way. Now I do want to point out that you will have to remove a car seat in case you want to do that. And now once we got into the 3rd row, we will have a lot of space behind the seat. Now it is a bit hard to close down, to put back up the 2nd row because the seats are heavy. So now that we are back here, we will find a lot of space. I wish the thigh support was a bit better, like in the gas Escalade, but it's still good. We will have about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches of space behind behind the 2nd row. Padded armrests, cup holders, USB-C ports, small windows, and 3 vents up top. And also this has its own climate zone because it's 5 zones of climate. Now it's a decent 3rd row overall, even though I do wish that the windows were bigger like in the gas Escalade, but it's still overall a great 3rd row. There are 3 seats back here, and they all have there's 5 top tethers and at least 2 lower latch anchors. Now the middle seat also is wide, and I do want to point that out because this is an Escalade after all. The middle seat is wide and it's spacious because there is no the 2nd row has captain's chairs. Now also I want to tell you that there is an available option to have bench seating in the 2nd row to have boost your capacity to 8, but that's another option. Also, getting out of the 3rd row is super easy because you just have to press this button. It will fold the seat down and press it again, and it will push the seat up and out of the way for you to get out. So now going into the into the trunk, I wanna we have a standard electric tailgate. You just have to press on the badge for it to open, and you will find a lot of space. You will find a bit of underfloor storage. So behind the 3rd row, you will find 23.6 cubic feet of space. Now with the 3rd row folded down, which you can do electronically through the back, through the trunk, we will find that we have a total of 69.1 cubic feet, and with all the seats folded down, which you can do easily from the trunk, we will find that we have 119.1 cubic feet, which is a lot of space that you can put anything you want in. And now I want to do the I want to give the measurements with the ruler, the length, width, and height. So, it's a long week and it's hard to get the ruler away. Behind the behind the passenger seat is about 89 inches of cargo space. Now, behind the 2nd row, we have about 51 inches of space, 51 to 52 inches of space, and behind the 3rd row we have about 2 feet of space. Now the width it is 49 inches wide, and the height is 31 inches. Now also I want to do the rodent height, even though this does not, even so rodent height is gonna be pretty tall at about 34 inches. And that concludes around the trunk. Also, I do want to point out that we do not have a spare tire underneath. We're now closing the tailgate up. So I also want to tell you that we have a digital rear view mirror. We have a few controls up here, and the ceiling, the top is felt lined. Also, because this is electric, there are not many engine options, and there are no engine options because it's fully electric. It can have 430 miles of range and can charge from 0 to have a 100-mile range in approximately 10 minutes. Thanks everyone for watching this video, and if you want to check out more content like this, please check out my YouTube channel.